you go. So you want your band in your hands. We're going to do some simple shoulder flossing. So hold your band wide. Have your hands wide apart. I'll just turn side on. You can be any way you like. You're going to reach your arms out. You want to try and get your arms straight and start to raise your arms on up. Now, maybe they just go up and down like that. That might be your range. But we're all going to be different. So we're exploring, coming up. Some of you will be able to come all the way up overhead and then keep going back behind you. And then come back up again and then in front. Now, see here, front on, my arms remain straight. The band will stretch. That's why it's nice with a stretchy band. It'll stretch if my arms are not wide enough. If you're doing this without a stretchy band, you'll probably find it a little bit more challenging. You might also sort of come here and cut your head off, right? You want to see if you can go over your head smoothly and then back again. And also what we see a lot of is something like this. It's like we can't get one shoulder. We're just going one way. But the reason here is the more that we do this, the more we'll be able to do this. I'm going to do 2 more. This is called shoulder flossing, moving through this nice circular range of shoulder movement. Your shoulders go many, many different ways. And last one, we'll come on down. Now, give your arms a little bit of a shake, maybe wiggle your fingers if you've been gripping, and then roll your shoulders a few times. Just roll them around like this. I'm just going backwards. 2 more. All right, now we're going to go around in a different way. I'd like to mirror you, but my brain will get a bit confused. So I'm just going to talk the way that I'm going with my body. I'm going to keep my left hand by my side. My right arm's going to go across my body, around my head and back behind me. And then it's going to reverse. Right, so my left arm stays still. My right arm's just going to circle around. So it's going over my head and then out to the other side. So from the side, across, over, behind. Now, you can keep doing that, or we can add the left arm, right? Up, around, your other arm comes up behind you, and then around in front, right? So it's a circular motion with your arms. Yeah, right? So this type of stuff, right, if we're not used to doing it, it becomes a little bit of brain training as well. How do we get our limbs to move around in space? I'll do 2 more in this direction. Yeah, last one. And then let's change directions, right? I'll keep my right hand down by my side. Just start with my left arm across, around, behind. Right? You might sort of get yourself caught a little bit with the band on the side. That's okay. Right? Across, right? Just the one arm. It's like you're, what is it like if you're going to crack a whip? You take your arm around your head. Do you do that? Oh, I don't know. All right, last one. Visions in mind. I was watching a show last night. I had a vision of our ex-Prime Minister now trying to crack a whip. All right, now let's go. Both arms around, behind, up and over, and then the other way. Right, one arm around, the other one lifts up and goes around. So it's my left arm in front of my body, over my head, behind me, and my right arm goes out to the side, behind my head, and then in front. Let's do 3 more. For those of you on the other side of the world, we had federal elections last weekend and we now have a new government. Right. In Australia, that is. All right, was that 3? Let's do 1 more for good measure. Okay, let's go. Release, 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 and then roll your shoulders forward. This time, last time I rolled them back. All right. Fun fact about Australia, voting is compulsory. If we don't vote in an election, we get fined. All right, now let's go. Drop one end of the band onto the floor, hold on to the other end, step on. Now I'm holding it with my left hand. I'm going to step my left foot onto the band. Now, when you hold closer to your foot, you have more resistance in the band. If you hold further away, right close to the other end of the band, less resistance. Now, the choice is absolutely going to be yours. You can experiment. I'm just going to reach down. My band that I have right here is a very, very light band. Right? Different colored bands have different tensions in them. Let's just go bicep curl, right? So your hand comes to your shoulder and then press up. Oops, I'm going to stand back a bit because I'm losing my hands in the camera. All right. So up all the way and then rebend and then reach down to the floor. Right, hand to your shoulder, reach up to the ceiling. Hand back to your shoulder, reach down to the floor. Right, hand to your shoulder, press on up. So you're stretching against the band. If you have something that doesn't stretch, do the movement without. Right, just do your movement with your arm. Now, the next time I stretch up, I'm going to stay reaching up to the ceiling. It's going to reach on up. Now, can you see here, the band's just sort of coming along the side of my body. It's going to stay there, and then I'm going to bend off to the side. So I'm going to bend, and the band just, it might flick off onto you, right? But hopefully not. Come back up, release, just bend your elbow a bit. Reach up again to the ceiling, bend to the side. Over you go. See how my other hand is just sliding down the side of my leg. Come on back up again and release your arm. One more time. Press up to the ceiling, bend to the side. If up to the ceiling doesn't work, you can press more out in front of you. Hold it here a little bit longer. Hold, 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 hold. Feel that side bend stretch. And then come on up all the way, and then let your arm reach back down to the floor. I'm going to switch sides. You've got a good idea there of how much resistance you wanted with your band. So you can decide here. For me, it's just a reach down to the floor. All right. Same thing on this side, or ish. Right. Bend your hand to shoulder, and then reach up to the ceiling. Come back down. Oh, I'll move forward again. Let's try it again. Hand to shoulder, reach on up. And then hand to shoulder, reach down to the floor. Hand to your shoulder, up to the ceiling, hand to your shoulder, down. I think we did about 5. Right? Bend your elbow, stretch your arm up, bend your elbow, reach down. Now the next time we reach up, we're going to stay reaching. Here we go. Take a bend off to the side. And then come on back up. Doesn't that feel nice? Well, hopefully. Reach and bend to the side. So you have a little bit of support from this band on your side. Right? It makes it a difference, right? Reach on up, bend again, hold a little bit longer. And then rise on back up, release down, step off the band, get your foot off the band. If it's not stretchy, you can grab hold of whatever you have again. I'm just doubling mine over so it doesn't flick me in the face, but I'm having my hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart, holding onto my band again. And then we're going to reach forward and up. And then we're going to stay with our arms reaching. They might be more in front of you. Let's do another side bend. Over we go. And then come on back up. And then go the other way. And come on back up. So this is from Mina's comment about right, ribs and bending. This is what we're doing now. Over one way. Come on back. Which is good actually, because I really like these. So thanks for that, Mina. Right. Come on back up. Now we're going to add a twist. We're going to go to one side. There's your side bend. Hold your side bend. Now start to turn down to face the floor. So rotate your body. Come back to your sideways bend and then lift on up to the ceiling. Bend the other way. Rotate your spine. Turn your torso down towards the floor. Back into your sideways bend and rise on up. We're going to repeat that one more time each way. Over to the side. Turn your torso towards the floor. So you're pulling on your band and so your arms are really active. Back to the side and up. Let's go the other way. Take that twist down towards the floor. Back to center and come on up. And then release your arms all the way down.